Hey, good morning, guys. This is Stephen Howard. My dog Yucca and Rio are fast asleep. It was just 4:44 in the morning, and I'm up early. Um, I've been trying to get something done every day this past week or so on my list. So today I got to go into court and deal with a jaywalking ticket. It's actually not for jaywalking, it's for panhandling. And I've been destitute several times on this journey last year, and sometimes I've had to hold a sign out in order to get gas or food or something that I needed. So I've had a pretty rough experience, but yesterday was pretty awesome. My ex-wife Susan invited me to go out to lunch, and I went to a very nice lunch at a restaurant that I'm really familiar with and love a lot, the King's Fish House in Green Valley Ranch in Henderson. And we were eating, and I just realized something, that um, basically there was reconciliation, like unconditional love. It's my family, so I really had to dig deep, and I realized that there's nothing that has happened, regardless of what has happened. There's nothing that has happened that's not forgivable, and even if somebody decides to leave you, or there's issues that haven't been dealt with in counseling or something else, that there's still you and still your ability to love and forgive. And you never forget what happened, but you can forgive someone, give them a pardon, and tell them that you don't hold any resentment against them, and you don't find them to be you know completely responsible for everything that happened. And that the most important thing is that they forgive themselves, because there are things in your life that you can't control, and that as you're forgiving them, you're also letting them know that um, you understand they weren't responsible for everything that happened to you, and that everything happened in your life for a very good reason, and it caused a lot of growth. That don't be sorry for me for what happened, because I'm a much more powerful and stronger individual as a result. If anything, when people talk about your ex-husband or your ex-wife or your ex, you should say, no, that person's a fucking warrior. They've been through the ringer, and they came out the other side on YouTube. They came out the other side rock climbing. They came out the other side writing a movie and developing television shows and figuring out nonprofit businesses to take homeless people adventuring. So there is a lot to be desired within oneself to forgive. And I know we're in retrograde. I know a lot of people are telling you don't forgive your ex, don't go back, all those things. That's not really what I'm talking about. I'm just talking about if you have situations in your life where you understand that several years ago people made decisions about you, and those decisions were wrong, and that you're actually a much greater person as a result. It might be time to forgive those people. It might be time to to let it go, you know. Um, and that doesn't mean let the person go. It just means letting the emotion of resentment or anger or jealousy or anything like that, any low vibration, just go. And it was like a huge weight was lifted off of me, something I've been carrying around for years, you know. Um, and I'm hoping that remedies a lot of things, and we can move past this and have an amicable relationship. Um, you know, mother of my child, and I do care for them, and I do want what's right for them. So, you know, I basically said, you know, whether you're with me or with someone else or whatever you decide, you know, the woman chooses in relationships. People think it's up to the man and the woman and all this stuff. Yeah, that's true, but at the end of the day, it's up to the woman whether she wants to accept you or not, and what level of relationship you end up having. Anyway, I'm going to leave this one at that, but divine message